All right, 7:12 right now. Geek Beat with Ryan Ozawa and Bert Lum. Different dynamic here. With Dan, you can have a full conversation about this. With me, you're dumbing it down to the simplest language, okay?
You're a geek. We're
We're talking about 3 different competing apps today, right?
Yes.
So we'll start with the Google Gboard.
Right, so these are keyboards. Now,
Okay.
Android users have had this since 2010, and when Apple introduced them, they're like, well, welcome to the past, but they're getting better. So just this week, Google put a keyboard on iPhones, and this basically means that while you're typing in any app, your messaging app, Facebook, whatever, you can use Google right there. So before, when you're like, hey, Steve, let's go to a restaurant, and where's the address? I'd have to switch to a different app, do the search, copy the address, and paste it into the message. Now, right there, while I'm typing, I hit the little G, and I can search for the restaurant, I can search for map directions, and it just pastes it right in the message. It is much more convenient. It puts Google everywhere in your phone, which is kind of great because really Google and Apple are competitors, but this allows a great level of integration.
Which is amazing because, like you said, I mean, I have an iPhone and I see this and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But people have seen this for quite a few times.
It's old hat for Android folks, but I love that you have Google that's done this, and now another big player also has a keyboard as well.
Okay, so the next one is Microsoft WordFlow.
Right, now I would have never guessed that I would be putting something from Microsoft on my iOS device. And so it turns out that Microsoft in April released their keyboard. Now the difference with their keyboard is that it has the ability to sort of have a corner version. And the corner version allows you to actually do typing with your one thumb. So usually you're typing with 2 thumbs. Now some people want to do it with just one hand, and that will allow you to do that. The other thing that's kind of cool about the Microsoft keyboard is that it allows you to customize the background. So you can have all these cool looking sort of patterns or colors, and you can customize your background to do that. Now, the interesting thing is that it doesn't work on all applications. I was just trying it this morning with Snapchat, and it wouldn't allow me to actually type with Snapchat. So it's kind of interesting to play around with it with your different applications. But yeah, so Microsoft customized keyboard, pretty cool.
Okay, slash keyboard.
Right, so slash keyboard I think is for really old school geeks. A lot of people are describing it as a command line for your phone. So just like the other apps, just like the other keyboards, it works anywhere. But if you need to get something from Yelp, you need to look something up on YouTube, you need to look something up on Twitter, you hit the slash button, you type what app you're trying to connect to, whether it's Yelp or something, and it quickly does a search. So again, without having to double tap and switch to another app and look up the review on Yelp and then come back to it and send it to you, I just say, oh, I'm in a message with Steve, I do slash Yelp, I look up Yogurt Story and paste it right in. So again, the other thing we should mention is all of these apps allow you to type with the swipey finger thing, so that's starting to become very common. This last one, slash keyboard, we should mention, is not just for iOS, it is also available on Android. So
that's the only one out of these 3, right?
Slash keyboard is available on both platforms.
Very interesting. All right, hey, by the way, congratulations. Your daughter just graduated, right?
Class of 2016, Millennium High School, absolutely.
Awesome. Hey, Bite Marks Cafe, what's the next show about?
So we're going to be talking about homelessness and how the service providers can leverage technology to perhaps help some of the issues with homelessness. So one of the people that we've invited actually has a rest station that has sort of like a closed water system where you could use the rest station, but then the water don't have to replace the water because it recycles the water inside the rest station. So that's one application. And then the other one is that we're going to talk about how data could be applied to understanding the homeless issue.
Awesome. Okay, thanks, Bert. Thanks, Ryan.
Sure.
Hey, date and time?
Oh, that's 5 o'clock today on Hawaii Public Radio.
There you go. All right, we got more to come here on Sunrise and more dancing, I'm sure.